Hello, I'm going to be doing a reading for Capricorn. Capricorn, your parameters usually December the 22nd to January the 20th. Today is September the 20th, 2020. I already shuffled the cards. I am going to be using the Transformation Tarot. The Transformation Tarot by Arnel Ando. I think that the Transformation Tarot cards, well, first, they're very artful. Just the word Transformation Tarot, sometimes the cards for Capricorn, primarily number 15, the double card, is responsible for the most maverick, brave changes that we find ourselves finally making ourselves do the uncomfortable things, and then we find out that we have another feather in our cap. We did that, so we're experienced at that now. So that is when we transform. That's when we evolve ourselves. Capricorn. Okay. Right away, Capricorn. Right away, Capricorn. Your primary card is Prince of Coins reversed. Prince of Coins reversed. I'm going to show you the painting sort that Arnel created for the Prince of Coins up. Capricorn, since you are an earth sign, you truly carry your bag of coins, mostly in the King of Pentacles, but certainly your guides communicate to you through the coin cards. Now, your primary card being the Prince of Coins is the phrase, maybe you shouldn't listen to him. Yes, the phrase is, maybe you shouldn't listen to him, which can be a female also, but it is the phrase. Maybe you shouldn't be listening to. Also, the harsher version of what I just said is, why are you listening to him? Okay? Why are you listening to him? Alright? So what that warns is, this is another tall tale or another foundless story that your roommate or your teenager or your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend is coming up with another story or reason to sleep on your couch, right? Or to borrow your car. And this card is a warning to, especially Capricorn spirit, is, I don't need to do that because that's not healthy for my path. Of course, you're not going to say that out loud, but Capricorn, you're very in tune with what your path is, and you're very in tune of what invaders might be doing. It's always hard to come up with the right words to say, no, you may not, do not enter. It's, you know, you sound like your own police, so those words don't come. But me, Christine, doing your spread today is letting you know that your primary card is, why are you listening to him? Okay? This could also indicate a doctor's orders that is over-medicating you or taking you down one path when you should be going, whoop, time for a second opinion. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a second opinion. If you're taking medication that gives you an aftertaste, like you are the pharmacy, you might be taking something that's very, very loaded with side effects that might harm you because they're over-medicating you first. So always question authority, even if it's a doctor. Get a second opinion. Read and reread the pharmacy's paragraphs on that medication and the side effects. Ask if there's another kind that would be gentler on blah 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 blah. You know, if this one caused stomach upset, is that the right medicine for you? So it might be, it's usually this Prince of Coins reversed is usually someone annoying, not your pharmacist, not your doctor. But I'm letting you know that if everyone is perfect in your life, and you're searching, well, what roommate are you talking about? What friend are you talking about? This could be medical advice. It could be medical advice that you need second opinion about. Okay. Capricorn, your crossing card is the Sun. Here is Arnell's rendition of the sun, which is very Christ-like. It's meaning the light. Not confusing S-O-N with S-U-N. It's meaning the light, alright? In the crossing position, it's warning you of an X. So you have this one saying it's possible that your life right now would be invaded by an ex-husband, ex-roommate, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, right? Or just an annoyance person that is giving crazy advice. I don't mean fun crazy. I don't mean jump in the icy water crazy. That's funny, right? I mean, this person has steered you in the wrong direction before, and they're coming up for another cycle, okay? This warns you of an ex. If you do not have an ex, this could be your closest friend's ex. But it's normally an ex-spouse, like a really solid relationship, an ex-spouse. Your basis card today, Capricorn, is the Prince of Cups reversed. The Prince of Cups reversed. I'm going to show it up. You have the mythical narcissist looking into the pond because he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. So, upside down, this tells you, Capricorn, that you're coming from a place of rational, thinking straight, you're kind of organized, you're kind of on top of things. It's letting you know that you're leaving that area, you're leaving that safety area, and you might be thrown by thinking with your emotions. Sometimes, Capricorn, this X crossing you indicates a custody problem. So the ex might not cross you per se, but there might be an argument coming up with, conflicting vacation ideas, conflicting travel ideas. So this might mean actually seeing your legal representative to get some sort of something written down. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Your Prince of Coins, reverse primary card, presents, first of all, Ten of Swords up. Ten of Swords up in this position talks about a group of youth, or a new invigorating hobby, or a new invigorating regiment. This might be a commitment to, say, walk with a best friend, run with the best friend, getting with somebody to lessen the burden of aging on yourself, or sort of hiring the young people to do some seasonal changes right now. These might be necessary just because the cold weather's coming, Capricorn, and you may need some window arrangements to change, or some final things going on outside. So this is talking about hiring or ordering an army of youth to work with you and help you do things. Okay, so putting the Wheel of Fortune as the core of why are you listening to that person? Why are you listening to that person? Bad advice, bad stories, bad source, right? This is talking about secrets. So your warning sign, Capricorn, is anybody that says don't tell blank. Somebody comes up to you and says don't tell blank. This is talking about possibly the mummy's secret. Possibly the mummy's secret. What is the mummy? The mummy has lots of moving on the jaw. So they go, right? That's the mummy. Okay, so that is inside of this Wheel of Fortune as the core of why shouldn't you listen to this person? Is this person a gossip in your life? Is this person saying, I think I saw so-and-so get in the car with so-and-so? Alright, so I think I saw without proof. Gosh, are they trying to stir up trouble? Are they trying to divide and conquer? Are they using one person against the other? So you need to think about that. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed up says that currently the one that wants to cause trouble is not what you would define as an enemy. Okay? This isn't how you would define an enemy. So this is like an ex or your roommate. Okay? Somebody lightly in your life that you know better, Capricorn. This assures you that it is not your enemy. Okay, that's what that card in the primary circle means. Alright, so I'm going to define this X crossing you. I have gotten the X crossing card when I just ran into an X, like an X in the mall. Someone who I had a relationship 5-10 years before, and I would just run into him in the mall. Okay? And you get that weird feeling of all the blood leaving your face, right? You do the... Okay, so that can be the size of that card. So, yeah, it can be a custody issue with your children, but it could also be that really strange physical feeling you get when you see an X. Who are they walking with? And do you let yourself be known? Do you go, hello? Or do you just kind of slink away? Alright, lots of swords. Okay, in the middle of the X is the Lovers reversed. In the Lovers reversed, Capricorn, that lets you know it is somebody who you got your freedom from. So this was a sticky relationship. You guys got a divorce. Spiritual divorce, whether you were officially married or not. This is someone who you had a linked relationship with, and you got a divorce from them. Alright? This is a special relationship, whether it was 2 weeks. It's super special and heated and hot. Alright? But you got your freedom from that. You learned your lessons, you gathered your beads, and moved on, right? Okay, so that's at the core of that. Ace of Swords reversed. Ace of Swords reversed lets you know that they do not mean you harm. They don't mean you physical harm. It's just the word now. The word now, see now, right here. Ace of Swords reversed in your centric area is just see now, okay? You have your freedom. You gained your freedom. You earned your freedom from this ex. And Three of Swords up. Three of Swords up indicates that they're going to be carrying a sadness with them. They're going to be carrying a sadness with them. This is a sadness appropriate for someone who's experiencing parental pain. Perhaps they've lost a mother or father, or perhaps they're going through the blues caused by something one of the parents said. So, this Three of Swords up. This Three of Swords up card. Oh boy. In Arnell's rendition, there's a skull. Skull either seducing or really sorry that this female is hurt in a field of poppies. It gives you an idea of the deep downness. The deep downness in the spiritual well that the Three of Swords can represent. Now, this card is appropriate for somebody who is 15, 16, 17 through about 25. It is an appropriate card. They can feel love so badly. When there's a breakup, they can feel love so badly that it is a life-threatening feeling to them. Alright? 15. Okay, even younger than that, right? But it's an appropriate feeling for somebody who is in their early teens through 25 years old. Alright? So Three of Swords is an appropriate place for their spirit to be. It is not appropriate unless something terrible happened for a person who's older. So they're going to be carrying a sadness, a real heavy weight on them. Alright, that is the specialness of what is going to be inside of your ex when you see them, when you see them, or when they try to influence your life. Alright. Capricorn, it looks like you have the possibility of meeting a new boss. Is there a new boss coming in your life? Look at this, Capricorn. Your inbox is the King of Wands and your outcome is the King of Swords. Things are going to start going your way about November the 12th, 13th, and 14th. The new moon inside of November. Okay, there's a new moon inside of November. That's when the moon disappears and reboots and starts its cycle about the 16th. Wherever you live, it's going to be about the 16th of November. That's when the moon's going to recycle. So by that time, you might have met a new boss coming in your inbox, and you're going to be with a very straightened up friend. You're going to be the friend that you want to be. If there's a mess, if you're headed into some kind of a quagmire, a swamp in your life of mix-up, which is what your basis card says. Your basis card says you're leaving rationality behind. That's what your basis card says. You're going to start entering an emotional phase during the month of October, Capricorn. And some of it might be because you are led by the idea of this friend, and you're going to need this army of youth. There's army of youth. There are a lot of symbols in this army of youth, including the conflict of the African American running away from a Klansman in this card. And this pictorial, this African pictorial here. It's about the pride and the word contained. Pride and the word contained. So this is about the youthful, vigorous feeling that we get about making our body and making our atmosphere, making our home ready for something, needing the strength that comes with youth and vigor, right? Okay. I am about to begin. I know, sounds like I'm in the middle, right? But I want to make sure I get all the cards. I pretty much attacked your primary position. Alright, so now you are warned, Capricorn. So I've done my job. Christine has yappied and let you know what you need to look out for. The issue right now, today is the 20th of September. The issue right now in this coming week, okay, is going to be feeling like you're being led around against your will. This is the Magician. This is the Magician reversed. Your will reversed. It's going to feel like you're being led around with your arm behind your back. The Prince of Swords reversed can indicate someone who is working against you and conflicting with you. Okay, so that's part of why you could be losing your mind. And the other card indicating why you feel like you're being pushed around with the arm behind your back is the Eight of Swords reversed. That's about insults and the slattering. The slattering is the sound of, if you took your fingers and ran them down mini blinds at the window, if you took your finger and run your hand down, that's called slatter. That's the slattering. It's a disturbing sound. This is insults to your very, very core. This can be in the form of screaming. The Prince of Swords reversed tells you to watch. The Prince of Swords reversed next to the Eight of Swords reversed tells you to be very careful not to be in the car as a captured audience with somebody who's fighting with you. Capricorn, are you the one that likes to do that? Do you like to do that? If you do, stop it right now. If somebody is doing that to you, pull the car over, make sure you get out of the car, call an Uber, take the car the rest of the way home without that person. Don't be fighting inside the car, ever. Especially, do I have to say this, especially if there's a baby or a child or even anybody else in the car, okay? So this is a special warning during the month of October for you, Capricorn. Up until the middle of November, do not fight in the car. And if you are being abused in the car, take an Uber home, take a Lyft, get out, or just say, I am taking my own car, or I'm getting there my own way, or I'm simply not going with you. Okay, Capricorn? So these three cards have a really specific warning attached to them. Okay? This can be a man down, which means woman or man down. So, down as in harmed. Harmed. That can be your issue in the next week. In the next week and during October, Whatever this is that's very abusive and loud and yelling and insulting, it needs to stop. You're going to use October to teach your mate or yourself to not do that. Okay, we've already discussed the Prince of Hearts is leaving rationality. Leaving rationality, right? You're going to be entering a particularly emotional October, right into the middle of November. Your Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands regarding your path for the next couple weeks. Today's the 20th. September the 20th. This is going to take you into about October 10. October 10 is the Ace of Wands up. In this position, this is talking about something, a brand new idea. Brand new idea, like the light bulb. Right? Oh, okay. So Arnell's illustration, there's a lot of torment, kind of. She's looking in a mirror. But just concentrate on this oil candle, oil lamp up here, and just think about a new idea is going to be glowing and burning stronger for you, Capricorn. This is very, very possibly related to this new building or new boss. New building or new boss. King of Wands is very stoic. Set in their ways, it's an idea that stands still. An idea that stands still that is coming into your life. This is probably a new boss or a new building for you, Capricorn. So these two are entirely connected. This is a new idea. This is sort of a primitive sort of chieftain in front of the fire. Here's the little fire, here's the little light bulb, and here's the raging fire in back of the chieftain, ready to begin a new endeavor. So this new endeavor is a new building or a boss. So the Queen of Wands on board with the King of Wands started off with the Ace of Wands. I should put them like this. It's going to give you a very fortunate October, full of new ideas and new direction. So that is really something that you need in your corner because of this force that is asking you to keep something secret or is coming from a gossipy place that has no real foundation. Health-wise, the friendship part that you can extract at this time, we have a 10 here, 10 of Swords up, the Wheel of Fortune up, which is a mega 10. That is why it is represented with the X. It is the number 10 card. It is also next to this 10 of Swords. So it's very possible that you have asked for help from a youth, and someone near that youth or watching that youth is saying, why are you letting that person help you? Why are you letting that person near your home? Okay, so the guides are asking you, why are you listening to that person? Maybe it's time to give that young person or group of young people a chance to help you. Or you want to begin something, you want to begin a new sports regiment, and someone is possibly putting that down. So these cards are asking you, why are you listening to that? Don't listen to that. Why are you listening? Okay, so your top cards that are going to begin through October for you, Capricorn, are very full of powerful entities. You already have a lot of quartz on this board. But I'm going to show you that the Four of Wands up in your top card is talking about a new structural change that you're going to begin with this Ace of Wands. Also, the theme is you may not get the answer that you were looking for when you began your journey. I'll say that again because that's a long sentence. You may not get the answer that you want when you began this journey. You may get a better answer, but you may be a little disappointed. Your outcome, though, assures you that your integrity will be intact. You will be able to lead as the King of Swords. You will be able to lead lawfully and strength-wise. This is talking about not being burdened by guilt and bad decisions. This is about the strength and integrity that comes with knowing you did things correctly. Alright, so the Seven of Swords and the Princess of Pentacles. Well, Princess of Coins here in this card. This Seven of Swords here is talking about your inside sense of self, okay, and knowing that your confident ideas are about to lead, combined with the Princess of Pentacles, is funds, new monies coming your way, Capricorn. So you have decided to either devote some current capital that you have, or some monies are coming your way that you have decided that it's best to go forward the way you want to put it there, Capricorn. So you are very sure of this investment. You are really sure of this investment, and you are holding on to this. The Emperor reversed. The Emperor reversed. I'll hold this card up so you see the art that Arnell Ando created with this. This is the Emperor up. The Emperor reversed is talking about the change of Emperor. The change of Emperor. This means if you are the head of your house, or if you're the boss of your apartment, there's going to be a change in, looks like you might be getting a new boss. Yes, this can be a political statement. Yes, this can be a political statement of the change in Emperor or President or King. Okay, it can apply to that. Yes, it can. It's also talking about the structural change. May not be the answer that you were looking for, but it doesn't need to be a bad one. But this is talking about the structural change. This shape, this Four of Wands shape, is the shape of a table. And it is very ordinary and very flat. And there's nothing emotional or costly about it. It's talking about the structure. It's a sound of a house as 2x4s and the outer structure of the house. There's no people in it. There aren't any rooms in it. It's just a box. It's just a structure. It's the word structure. 14 upside down. 14 upside down is talking about the end of the never enough monster. That's so complicated. That's the end of the never enough monster. So sometimes Number 14, alchemy in this card. Alchemy in this card. Sometimes this card can represent behavior that seems self-serving and greedy. Okay? This is either forgiving that person or the end of that behavior. The end of that self-serving behavior. Alright? So, by the time, Capricorn, you reach the middle of November, it's saying that there's a self-serving change. There's a self-serving thing that needs to get out of your life, or you will push out of your life. It's very possible that you are in a job that is just strangling you, Capricorn, and you want this new boss, okay? Or you want to become your own boss. You have directed your own self-investing. Because right now, this week, Capricorn, it's going to truly occur to you that you are walking around, someone has your arm behind your back and they're pushing you, and you are entirely helpless. You are a captured audience, or you are holding on to your audience in an inappropriate way. Alright, this is an inappropriate sort of abuse that's going on that is making somebody helpless. And that is going to really come to the forefront and have a spotlight shown on it this week. Perhaps it is because you're listening to this reading and it is occurring to you how destructive it might be. Alright? In your depths department, Capricorn, is the Three of Cups reversed. The Three of Cups reversed means the stopping the end of the waste of time. Okay? It can also mean the loss of a friendship. Alright? So it's got two sides to it. One is you're going to have to re-examine a friendship or something that you did 4 days ago. Today's the 20th. Your mates department tells you that during October they have to be doing their own thing. You might be going on this journey by yourself. And it might be because you are the only one that knows who this ex is. This ex that is crossing you, Capricorn, there's an ex that you might see in the mall, or there's this ex that is fighting with you over child custody. Somehow your ex, the guards are congratulating you. Thank goodness you are free of this person. Thank goodness this is an ex. Right? I'm going to talk about something else that may happen with the second position. The issue that's coming this week, Capricorn. You have the Magician down. It's kind of like helplessness this week, this coming week for you, Capricorn. Another idea that the Prince of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords reversed. This is talking about the possibility, if you have a new lawyer, or if you are shopping for a lawyer, if that lawyer hurts your feelings or makes you feel stupid, some lawyers actually begin their relationship with you doing that. Change lawyers. Lawyers are supposed to work for you. Alright, so some of them win you over and try to get your purse or your wallet by intimidation. Yes, I am telling you, that is a fact. Sometimes they will tell you you didn't move fast enough, or you need to move grander enough, or you're not thinking right. If at any point you feel like that person is not on your side. You need to change lawyers. That is a real possibility with these 3 cards together, Capricorn. Okay. Your top card is your own endeavor. You're thinking of possibly investing some funds in your own direction, in your way. Okay? You're taking back control of some monies. Taking back control of some monies. That's what these 2 cards together mean. Here during the month of October through the beginning of November is a change of the Emperor, the feeling of who is in control. Perhaps you have decided to relinquish some of your personal control in your atmosphere, in your home, because where you once were entirely rational and straight thinking, something has possibly come into your life where you've had to commit to something brand new, beginning with this idea that is going to strike you as I speak in this coming week and into the beginning of October. The guides say October 2nd for some reason. October 2nd. What is October 2nd, Capricorn? I don't know. But by then, this new idea will strike you. You will be going into a very positive direction. Right now, your mate, if you have one, is not meaning to not help you. But they're not going to be able to help because they have to go in their own direction and they have to work what they need to work on. Alright? So they might be on your same team, but they are an entirely different position. Alright? So you are definitely going to hit the ground running. Not going to be wasting any time with this. And you will be arriving at a place of grand integrity. Finally, regarding the new moon, roughly November 12, 13, 14, the new moon in November, this is talking about fabulous integrity, and it's a very good outcome. And I'm not even going to toy with this outcome because it's nearly perfect, Capricorn. So, you're looking at a very, very full of turmoil October. Things are going to be happening that you weren't exactly expecting. But your outcome in November should be very grand, Capricorn. And I'm happy for you. I am happy for you because this indicates a reading in a great direction. October is going to be turmoil, but you're going to arrive in a great direction, Capricorn. Thank you for visiting, Christine. I will see you next time.